Dear students, my name is Deepak Omprakash Sakle. Today, in this lecture, we will study about variable reluctance stepper motor. We'll see the types of variable reluctance stepper motor, their construction details and operation. As we know, the term reluctance, it represents the property of a magnetic circuit to oppose the passage of magnetic flux lines. The motor is called variable reluctance stepper motor because the reluctance of the magnetic circuit that is formed by the rotor and the stator teeth. It varies with the angular position of the rotor. The operating principle of the variable reluctance stepper motor is based on the property of the flux lines, which capture the load reluctance path. The stator and the rotor of the variable reluctance stepper motor are aligned in such a way that the magnetic reluctance is minimum. In case of variable reluctance stepper motor, the direction of the motor rotation is independent of the polarity of the stator current. There are two types of variable reluctance stepper motor. The first type is single stack variable reluctance stepper motor, whereas the second type is multi-stack variable reluctance stepper motor. First we will see the construction details and operation of single stack variable reluctance stepper motor. The construction of single stack variable reluctance stepper motor is shown in figure. The variable reluctance stepper motor has no permanent magnet either on the rotor or the stator. It is constructed from ferromagnetic material with certain number of stator and rotor poles. The figure shows a variable reluctance stepper motor with 6 stator and 4 rotor teeth. The stator is made up of silicon steel stampings with inward projected poles or teeth. Each stator pole carries a field coil. Diametrically opposite pairs of stator coils are connected in series such that when one tooth becomes an S pole, the other one becomes an N pole. For example, in our case, if field coil AA' is excited, then it will result in stator teeth 1 forming an N pole while stator teeth 4 forms an S pole or vice versa. The rotor is also made of silicon steel stampings with outward projected poles and it does not have any electrical winding. The number of rotor poles are always less than the number of stator poles to have self-starting capability and bidirectional rotation. The width of the rotor teeth should be equal to the width of the stator teeth. In case of variable reluctance stepper motor, since the rotor is not magnetized, there is no attraction between the rotor and the stator when the windings aren't energized. Therefore, we can say that variable reluctance stepper motor does not produce detent torque. That is one of the advantage of variable reluctance stepper motor. Figure shows a simple circuit for supplying current to the stator coils. Now we will see the operation of variable reluctance stepper motor. The variable reluctance stepper motor has 4 different modes of operation. The first one is one phase on or full step operation. As the name indicates, in this mode we are energizing one phase at a time. As shown in figure A, when phase A is energized, the rotor moves into a position of minimum reluctance. The rotor teeth 1 and 3 gets aligned with the stator teeth 1 and 4. When phase B is energized, the rotor moves to the new position with rotor teeth 2 and 4 aligning with stator teeth 3 and 6, resulting in the clockwise movement of the rotor by 30 degrees. Next, energizing phase C, the rotor moves such that the rotor teeth 1 and 3 lining with the stator teeth 2 and 5, resulting in further clockwise movement of the rotor by 30 degrees. Thus, as the phases are excited in the sequence like phase A, then B, then C and then A, rotor turns in clockwise direction. Direction of the rotation of this motor can also be reversed by reversing the sequence of switching the phases like phase A, then phase C, then phase B, and again phase A. Direction of rotation depends only on the sequence in which phases are switched and is independent of the direction of currents through the phases. The second type of operation is two-phase on mode. As the name indicates, in this mode, two phases are energized at the same time. As shown in the truth table, if phase A and B are energized simultaneously, the rotor experiences a torque from phase A and phase B and comes to a rest point at which the rotor teeth 1 makes an angle of 15 degrees with stator teeth 1. Thus, we can say the rotor rotates in clockwise direction by 15 degrees. Now, if phase B and C are energized simultaneously, the rotor rotates in clockwise direction by 30 degrees, such that the rotor teeth 1 makes an angle of 45 degrees with the stator teeth 1. Now energizing phase C and A further moves the rotor by an angle of 30 degrees in clockwise direction, such that the rotor teeth 1 makes an angle of 75 degrees with stator teeth 1. Thus, we can see by energizing two phases simultaneously in sequence such that first we energize phase AB, then BC, then CA, then AB, and so on. The motor moves in clockwise direction. The switching sequence of the phase is also shown in table for two-phase on mode. The third one is half-step operation. Half-step operation is the combination of one phase and two-phase on mode in alternate manner. The phase sequence in case of half-step operation is A, AB, B, BC, C, CA, and again A. So as we have already seen, energizing phase A result in the rotor movement such that the rotor teeth 1 and 3 gets aligned with the stator teeth 1 and 4. Next, energizing the two phases A and B simultaneously. It results in the rotor movement in clockwise direction by 15 degrees. Next, when phase B is energized, the rotor teeth 2 and 4 align with the stator teeth 3 and 6 and result in rotor movement by 15 degrees and so on. The detailed sequence is shown in the truth table. Therefore, in the case of half-stepping mode, with each pulse, the rotor moves by an angle of 15 degrees in clockwise direction. It takes more steps to complete one revolution. Therefore, we can say that half-step operation provides resolution that is double than that provided by single phase on and two phase on modes. The final mode is microstepping. Actually, the microstepping is relatively new stepper motor technology. In case of microstepping, two phases are excited simultaneously, but the difference is they are provided with unequal currents. The excitation is provided in the form of sine waves. When one phase is provided with maximum current, the other phase has zero current. When the current in one phase increases, the current in the other phase decreases. In this way, resultant step is very small. Microstepping is generally used in situations where one needs highly accurate positioning because it provides higher resolution. The second type of variable reluctance stepper motor is the multi-stack variable reluctance stepper motor. These motors are used to obtain smaller step sizes, typically in the range of 2 to 15 degrees. As the name indicates, a multi-stack variable reluctance stepper motor, it consists of certain number of identical single-stack variable reluctance motors with their rotors mounted on a common shaft. The stators have a common frame while rotors have a common shaft. Both the stators and the rotors have the same number of poles. In multi-stack variable reluctance motors, 3 stacks are the most common. It may also employ as many as 7 stacks. The figure shows a 3 stack variable reluctance stepper motor. The figure also shows the stator teeth of various stacks having a progressive angular displacement, while the teeth of all the rotors are aligned perfectly with respect to themselves. In case of multi-stack variable reluctance stepper motor, all the stator pole windings in a given stack are energized simultaneously. Therefore, the stator pole winding of each stack forms one phase. Therefore, we can say that a multi-stack variable reluctance stepper motor has the same number of phases as the number of stacks. A 3-stack variable reluctance stepper motor has 3 phases. Thank you.